In 2026, every infrastructure engineer is being told that AI belongs in the cloud. But for those of us managing local data centers, cloud AI means two things: massive egress costs and a total loss of privacy. Today, I'm showing you how to reclaim your data. We are building a completely private air-gapped AI server in your own home lab. No AWS subscriptions, no hardware-locked GPU, and zero data leaks. We're running Meta's Llama 3 directly on a standard Intel i5 processor using VMware and Ubuntu. By the end of this video, you'll have a professional-grade engineering assistant running locally on your existing hardware. For this lab, I'm using VMware Workstation Pro. If you don't have it installed yet or are struggling to find the download since the Broadcom transition, click the info card right now. I have a dedicated guide showing you exactly how to get VMware Workstation Pro from Broadcom for free without needing a site ID. Go watch that, then come back here to start your AI build. My host machine is a standard Intel i5 setup with 32 gigs of RAM. For this professional build, we are using a dual-node architecture. Our first VM is an Ubuntu 26.04 server, which acts as the dedicated AI host. Our second VM is a Windows Server 2025 instance, which we'll use as our remote management console to access the AI dashboard. To keep things simple but secure, both VMs are connected via a VMware NAT adapter, VM-NET8. NAT is perfect for this lab because it allows our VMs to talk to each other while providing reliable internet access to pull down security updates, Docker images, and the multi-gigabyte Llama 3 models, all without complex firewall rules. This mirrors a secure management zone you'd find in a real enterprise data center. If you're unsure which IPs to use, just open your virtual network editor. Under the NAT settings for VM-NET8, you can see your subnet IP and gateway. In my case, I'm on the 192.168.124.0 network, so I can assign any static IP in that range, making sure to use .2 as my gateway. You can keep these defaults or customize them to fit your own home lab. Here is the final lab diagram with my specific IP details. Use this as your map as we move into the terminal. Now that our environment is prepped, we're about to install the engine that makes this possible. But if you're building this to save on cloud costs, you also need to think about protecting this local data. I've put a link in the description for Veeam Backup. It's what I use to keep my Proxmox and VMware VMs safe from corruption. With our VM running, let's get the environment ready. First, a standard update and upgrade to ensure our repos are current. Now we need critical tool before we pull down our AI models. Curl. Curl is the industry standard tool for transferring data over the network, and we'll need it to fetch the Ollama installation script. Before we install the AI engine, we need to fix the most annoying part of any lab: typing long commands into the VMware console. To enable a professional workflow, we're going to set up SSH so we can manage this Ubuntu server directly from our Windows Server 2025 remote console. First, we install the Open SSH server. Next, we enable the service to ensure it starts automatically if the VM reboots. Finally, and this is the part most people forget, we have to tell the Ubuntu firewall to allow SSH traffic. Once these three commands are in, we can close the VMware console, jump into our Windows Server 2025, and use PuTTY or PowerShell to paste our AI installation scripts instantly. It's faster, cleaner, and avoids typing errors. Next, we're installing the engine behind this setup. Ollama. Ollama is the industry standard for local LLMs because it handles all the complex math and hardware detection for us. Just run this single-line curl command. It will detect that we aren't using a GPU and automatically optimize the model to run on our i5 cores. It's efficient, lightweight, and takes less than a minute to install. With the installation complete, we need to verify that our AI engine is actually alive. Look for that green Active Running status. This confirms that Ollama is now sitting in the background, ready to manage our models and interface with our CPU's vector units. Now for the moment of truth. We're going to pull the Llama 3 8 billion parameter model. This is the sweet spot for our hardware. It's small enough to run fast on a CPU, but smart enough to handle complex engineering logic. As the model downloads, notice the resource usage in VMware. We are utilizing the CPU's vector units to simulate what a GPU would normally do. Once it's loaded, we can chat with it directly in the CLI. This is the moment of truth. We are chatting with a 100% local, air-gapped Llama 3 model running on a standard i5. No cloud lag, no token costs. Notice how fast it's generating this PowerShell script. It's utilizing those AVX2 vector units we unlocked in VMware earlier. This isn't just a toy, it's a professional engineering assistant running entirely on your own private hardware. This is great, but as engineers, we want a professional interface. Let's fix that. To make our local AI feel like a professional tool, we're deploying WebUI using Docker. This gives us a beautiful ChatGPT-like interface that we can access from any device on our network. Now, we're going to deploy our professional front-end using Docker. You can copy this exact command from my blog and paste it directly into your terminal. Just a reminder, because we are interacting with the Docker engine and mapping system ports, make sure you are using root permissions or prefix the command with sudo. Hit enter, and within seconds, Docker will pull the image and launch your private AI dashboard. Once the container is healthy, simply switch back to your Windows host and type in the VM's IP address, followed by port 3000. Next, you'll need to go through the initial setup. Click on Get Started. From here, you'll create your administrator account. Just enter your name, email, and password and click Create Account. And there you have it. You are now looking at a fully functional private AI dashboard. You can upload logs, ask for configuration help, or even have it write Python scripts to automate your everyday tasks. You've built the server, but the dashboard is blank. If you see failed to fetch models, it's a security lock, not a failure. I'm going to show you the internal hotline fix using the Docker Bridge IP to bypass this firewall entirely. Now, once you create your new admin account and log in, you might notice something unexpected. Even though we specified our environment variables earlier, the model dropdown might still show up completely blank. This usually happens because a brand new user profile initializes with a cached empty state before making its first official handshake with the backend. Let's fix this natively right inside the GUI. We'll start by clicking Manage Connections, which takes us directly into our admin settings under the Connections tab. First, make sure the Ollama API toggle switch on the far right is flipped to green. But don't close the page just yet. Modern web interfaces use asynchronous database saves, meaning simply switching it on won't instantly pull your models down. We need to click this Save and click small arrow icon on the URL line to commit the network mapping. Now, if hitting this button still gives you Failed to fetch models error here, you've run into a classic virtualization network trap. The Docker container is attempting to route out to our main network IP and loop back in, but the Linux firewall or network layer is dropping that internal loopback packet. To bypass the external network restrictions entirely, we need to use a specialized address, http://172.17.0.1:11434. To open the gates, we'll jump into our PuTTY terminal and edit our system configuration file using sudo systemctl edit ollama.service. By defining our network host environment variable right inside this file, we explicitly tell our local AI engine that it is allowed to listen for connections coming from our WebUI container network layer. Let's reload the system configuration daemon, restart our Ollama service, and head straight back to the web interface. We just modified the system configuration. We need to wake up the OS. First, daemon reload tells Ubuntu to look at the new changes we made to the service file. Then, we restart Ollama to apply those settings and open the communication gate. Back in the browser, we'll hit that small save icon on our URL line once more. And look at that, the error completely vanishes. Our asynchronous handshake is finally complete. Let's close this out. Hit the main save button at the bottom right and head back to our dashboard. If we open up our model list dropdown now, Llama 3 is right there, completely synced and ready to roll. Our local private AI environment is officially production ready. There you have it. A 100% private air-gapped engineering assistant running on your own VMware lab. By unlocking those CPU vector units, we've eliminated cloud egress costs and reclaimed total data privacy. If this guide helped you scale your home lab, hit that subscribe button. It tells the algorithm to bring you more high-stakes infrastructure solutions. You can find the full command list and lab diagrams on my blog. Link in the description. If you're still struggling with VMware licensing after the Broadcom shift, watch my guide on downloading Workstation Pro for free right here. Or, if you're ready to move to Proxmox, check out my full migration series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.